Hi everybody, here's Christian from Teamwork Cast, and with me on the call is Nahxela.
Hello.
And today we are going to be playing Dark Souls. Oh
Yes.
yes. A lot
Prepare
of
to
people
die.
actually... Oh yes, there's going to be a lot of dying today. A lot of people ask us to play a little bit of Dark Souls, and I personally haven't finished the game yet, and Nahxela is such a pro at this game. I
I'm
thought
okay.
you are a modest person. You are a super pro, Nahxela.
No.
All right, all right. We're gonna settle this later on. I guess people can watch this and people can make their own opinions about how good Nahxela is at this game and how bad I am at this game. So, so we're gonna play this game and we're gonna and Nahxela's gonna coach me through it because I can show you guys. I already played the game a little bit. Like the furthest I got into game was 17 hours. And then once you stop playing the game, you just don't remember things so well. And I was kind of struggling with this as well. So I thought I'm gonna do it one more try, but this time with professional harp.
Yeah.
Are you ready,
And
Nahxela?
I'm ready.
You
Let's
want to
go.
say something?
Oh, yeah. Well, you haven't finished Dark Souls? It's not
No.
like you're a complete novice or anything. I
No,
thought
I have some ideas, and also I finished Demon Souls before that.
not just finished, you platinumed it.
So there's some history between me and this game.
He's not a beginner. You're not a beginner. You got this.
Oh, thanks. That kind of encouraging words is something I'm gonna need. Now, with the beginning thing, with the class and everything, what do you think should I pick? People think Pyromancer is a good beginner's thing, right?
Pyromancer's a pretty solid choice. You get the Pyro Glove, and it's a spell casting type that upgrades as you upgrade the equipment as opposed to upgrading your stats. So it's not bad, but the other choices also have their own benefits.
What is your favorite one?
Uh, the first time I played the game, I started with a cleric just
Oh.
because I wanted to build for faith and using miracles.
Hmm. And that
Um,
worked well. That's the one you finished this game with.
the first time, yeah.
Oh,
But I've
nice.
started other playthroughs. I don't really have like a particular favorite. They all have their
Have you
uses.
have you tried the deprived? Mm.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna do the Pyromancer. I had some experience with Pyromancer before, and I think he's pretty good.
Okay.
We have to enter a character name. Oh gosh, this is complicated. I'm gonna be very creative about this one.
Chris.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Gift. This is a part of the game I really enjoy, where you not only select a class, but you select a gift, something an item that you bring with you.
Mhm.
And people say Master Key is the best one.
Master Key is probably the one that has the biggest effect out of all of them
Yeah.
because it's not something that is consumed. You have it throughout the game,
Yes.
and you can use it in a lot of different areas.
Yes.
Uh,
So but which ones are more, like, I don't know, binoculars? Is that important?
no, not at all. Uh, let's see. Binoculars are probably one of the least useful. Then the pendant, the old witch's ring. Yeah, those three are probably the least useful out of all of them.
What's the old witch's ring? Gift with an ancient ring with no obvious effect.
Yeah, it has a very specific use that is not like very gameplay important, or it doesn't really have any effect on your gameplay.
Oh, so it has some effect.
Some effect. It's just for getting extra dialogue with a certain NPC.
Oh, so it's like a story thing. It's interesting. I love this. I'm gonna pick the Master Key. I
Okay.
think. As for physique, gosh, there's so many options here.
There are. There are even options later on where you can change your skin color or your face.
During the game?
Oh no, in
Oh,
this menu.
yeah. You can do a lot of here, like Delta Farmer. What is Delta Farmer?
Who knows?
Some of those are dubious Karim?
Which one will you be?
I don't know. I'm gonna pick this one. This guy looks like a badass. All right.
I'm here. You can get so many hair options.
So many. Oh gosh, wild. Curly. Nice. I think the hair options are pretty good in this game. I think I'm gonna go with Sweatback. That looks good. That looks like a badass. And then I could go Super Saiyan. No, I think I'm gonna go like this. I don't want to be like spending too much time with this because that's the kind of weird thing about the game. You start the game and you like customize a character, and the first thing that the game does is basically like destroy this character.
Yes, that's very funny.
And turn it into like a zombie, and it's like, okay, great. Why did I spend so much time like
creating your character?
Creating
just to turn out to be a beef jerky man.
Beef jerky man, indeed. I'm trying to set up this camera. Are we going to watch the intro?
If you want to.
I'm going to skip the intro. I think people can, because we want to get right into the action. I saw the intro multiple times already. It's a very confusing intro, I think. It doesn't really explain much like at first sight. You really have to get into the game and really have to like dig into the lore to understand what it's all about.
Right. And it even introduces a number of characters that you probably won't meet until fairly late into the game.
Yes.
Oh, so you meet some of the characters, because so far I haven't met any of those characters, I think.
Yeah, they're like very far into the game.
I'm looking forward to it.
And in this land,
you can actually skip this cutscene.
Yeah, I probably should.
the
Alright, so here we are in Dark Souls, and we are going to die very soon. I'm gonna get the dungeon key. We are in the Undead Asylum. But I shouldn't have pressed this. I forgot it's not Monster Hunter. Alright. Why do I... Oh, somebody dropped the key down here, right?
Yeah. In the cutscene that you just skipped, there's a guy who drags a corpse over, drops it down the ceiling.
So this is basically the tutorial area of the game, and I really like the tutorial area. I think it's...
Yeah. It's like designed so it's not so obtrusive.
Yeah, it's also a way better, I think, than the tutorial area from the previous game. Oh, look at this.
Hello.
Oh, the demon is there.
Yeah.
Is that the demon you fight later on?
You'll see. You'll see.
Alright. I already fought this tutorial multiple times, Nahxela.
Don't worry, you'll see.
Alright. There's a guy sitting there, I'm gonna kill him.
Yep.
Killing all the guys. I'm not gonna actually read all the things on the floor about it, but I think it's very effective. I also love the way the wall glisters here. It's like it looks so wet,
grimy, slimy,
yeah.
Gross.
Even though there is some kind of light coming from this guy, you cannot actually see. Like in the previous game, he had like a light on his belt, right?
Yeah, it was like a little crystal thing or something.
Yeah, and somehow they thought it was superfluous for this game, I guess. Alright, we're gonna rest at this bonfire.
Yeah, get your checkpoint.
That's right. Alright, how is it? Should I go through here? I guess, yes, right?
Yep, big double doors.
And now the guy comes from the top somehow. Yes, that's the guy.
There he is.
So what was he doing back? Oh gosh, I got... Holy crap! I'm gonna go out. How do I run again? How do I run? Nahxela, no, that was the wrong button.
Hold down circle.
Alright, circle. I'm running. Alright.
Maybe you did need to read those instructions.
Yeah, I probably should have read the instructions. Yeah, that was but no, I thought that was a very cool part of the game, where you early on in the tutorial you encounter like this difficult enemy, yeah, and you like it's probable that you will die here. So you get used to this idea that of dying, restarting, and stuff like that.
Right.
this is an interesting part of the game where a lot of people have troubles with, like the menu interface system is kind of a little bit obtuse.
Yeah, it's most of the stuff that you find in the menus or the descriptions are all symbol labeled, and they don't really have explanations that you can quickly grasp. You sort of have to play around with it.
I love that this guy is running away from me.
Doesn't have anything to hit you.
No! Oh man, I forgot that this is not Monster Hunter. I always forget. And that's why he always like starts to shouting in the air, because he's
Shrugs.
Oh wow, he's still living. No! Not again! I cannot! Gosh, die! Why is he so resilient?
You should actually go pick up that weapon that was on the ground.
Oh, so, which I ran past. I think I picked it up, didn't I?
No, you picked up the shield, but I don't think you picked up the weapon.
Right.
Yeah.
I hope he won't come after me now.
So you start the game with the straight sword hilt, and that's just a horrible weapon all around.
Yeah,
you get your real weapon here.
The real Dark Souls begins here.
Now you can deal some actual damage.
Ah, I like that. There's lots of parts where you bang your hands against the wall in the tutorial, but actually the solution for it is right next to it, and I think that prepares you quite well for how the game is later on.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there are some parts about the game which I really don't dislike, and we're gonna come to those eventually. Yes. Backstep. All right. It's also really nice. Something that the previous game also didn't have is that they recycle the tutorial area, so you can go back to it eventually and do something here. I guess.
Right. Yeah. There is a small handful of stuff you can do when you revisit here.
I like that. That's very cool. That's something that the previous didn't have. All right, so I remember this trap. There is a ball. You can actually see it, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna try evading this. Whoa! I think this is the first time I ever did this.
Now there's a little friend.
Okay, I'm gonna skip all of this.
But perhaps there is an old.
Who is this, by the way?
Everyone calls him Oscar. He is an elite knight. He's actually the guy who was up on the ceiling that dropped the key down to you.
Oh, so he helped me out. So he's my friend.
Right. But now he's met his journey's end.
And thank you.
Did they kill him? Well, he was already dead anyway, right? So here's... What?
I guess, if you want to rationalize it that way.
Nahxela.
Monster. You are the monster.
I am, I don't know. But so weird thing, I cannot get his armor. He had pretty sweet armor.
Yeah, a lot of the armor is lying around in certain spots. Not every armor piece you can farm from the enemies that have them equipped.
That's something I really dislike about games where you know enemies are equipped with this amazing weaponry and then you can never get it because you always get like some kind of weird crappy stuff they drop.
Yeah.
Oh well, not every game can be perfect.
Are you saying Dark Souls isn't perfect? How dare you?
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't want to be so direct about this. Oh no! Oh, I thought I was smart. I wasn't. Alas, I wasn't. Yeah, devastating blows. Alright, I'm gonna use the Estus Flex actually.
Yes. That's another change that they add from Demon Souls to Dark Souls. Instead of having grass, you now have flasks that you can replenish.
Yeah. Which is again smart because you cannot like in Demon Dark Souls you could like stock up on grass and be basically invulnerable, like undefeatable because you had so many healing items.
Right, and then there are also a number of duplication tricks that you could do in Demon Souls. So then,
which I used copiously. Well, how else are you going to get the platinum trophies? Yeah, I mean, come on, like grinding all those stones is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Alright, this guy is actually the first tutorial of how to parry. A little bit. Or at least how to block.
Yeah.
Should I try to parry him?
If you want.
Okay.
Show us your skills.
Oh no! He did fail horribly! I'm not feeling so good about meeting the demon now.
You got Estus.
Okay, I got 2 Estus flask drinks left. All right. So this is actually a cool thing because it gives you like a tip on that there's a plunging attack, and indeed you can like come back to the monster that give you a trouble at the beginning, and now with all the equipment you have, and with the special move, you can try it again.
Yeah, this space.
And it's basically, and with this attack, it's basically like half of the health is already gone, so it's like even easier. Ouch. So if I fail now, this will be really embarrassing.
Do it. You got it. Just get in there and hit it.
No, no!
Use your Monster Hunter skills.
I don't have any.
Oh, you've been gunning this entire time.
Is there a gun in this game actually?
There are bows and crossbows.
All right, I have to get out of here. My stamina is low. Something that a lot of players, me including, are always forgetting there's a stamina in this game.
Yes, it's very important to manage your stamina.
Alright, I got this. Oh, this is not looking good, guys! This is not looking good. Should I drink? I will drink. I drink.
Yeah.
Ooh! In the face!
Come on, you're almost there.
Yes! Oh, man.
Alright.
Okay, from now on it's going to be a piece of cake, right?
Sure.
This was the hardest. No, I really like this thing. I also like that there's like so many breakable items in this game.
Yeah, just roll into all of them. Not to mention the Havoc's physics.
Ah, yes.
By the way, you also
Yeah?
picked up your Pyro Glove earlier, but you never
Oh, yeah,
equipped it.
oh, that's true. I could have used it here as well, right?
Yeah, and it would have been a more damaging choice than your hand
See,
axe.
it was completely intentional. I just wanted a little bit more hardcore. Where should I equip it?
That's up to you, because where you choose to equip it will determine the projectile path of some of your spells.
Oh, I have no idea. Okay, so now it is equipped here, and now it's instead of my weapon, so I can still like use the thing. And
The
so
shield,
now,
yeah.
What would happen if I would put it on a different hand?
So if you put it in, the main difference is that if you're, say, like right next to a wall, and if you have it in your right hand and the wall's on your right, then you wouldn't be able to throw it around the wall. But if it was in your left hand, you could shoot it around it.
Okay, I understand. So this is also like a cool secret because you can put like items here and then you can transform it in different items, I think. Right?
Yeah, it's the trading NPC back from Demon Souls.
I never understood it in Demon Souls, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just a specific list of items that you can trade for other items.
Alright. Alright, and this concludes the tutorial. Ah, yes.
Now, the real Dark Souls begins.
We're gonna watch this cutscene to the end.
It is stated
Because I actually like this.
one day an
Yeah.
undead
It sets up for your big journey.
It's also a huge friggin' bird. I mean, come on, man. How awesome is that?
What is he taking you?
leave
I
the
don't
know.
Undead Asylum in
I think like some of the games has some really striking imagery, like some really striking visuals. Like for example, this huge bird, and later on there's like this. What is it? Was it a cat or something? With like a weird mouth.
Yeah, there are a couple of those.
Yeah, there's like some of the designs of the creatures are like really, really striking, really memorable. Something I appreciate quite a lot. And of course, this is like something that we know from cinema, an establishing shot. You know, like a introduction to the game, like a flight through some of the areas that you will see later on in the game. You see a little, vantage on the size of the area that you are about to explore.
Right. And that's actually an interesting part of Dark Souls, in that the entire map is like all interconnected.
Oh yes.
You can see certain areas from other areas.
Alright guys, we're gonna make a small break here and then we're gonna return into the next episode where we're gonna venture out into somewhere in Dark Souls.
Yes.
Bye!
Goodbye.
So